Welcome back. Let's see a different example of finding HTML injection vulnerability. For this, we're going to need our OWASP virtual machine, so make sure that it is started, make sure that you have burp suite started right here, and that intercept is turned off. Now what we want to do is we want to navigate to the IP address of our OWASP virtual machine. Then we want to navigate to OWASP mutilday 2. And you will notice that right here, if we go to OWASP 2013 and A1 injection, we will have multiple examples of HTML injection, or should I say multiple practice examples of it. Let's go to, for example, this one. Let's go to HTML injection and then browser info. If I click on that, it will open a page that it should be vulnerable to HTML injection, right? But compared to the last example that we saw, here we don't really see any user input that we can use to inject code. We can't enter our HTML code anywhere on this page. So what are we going to do? Well, let's take a look at the page a little bit closer. If we take a look at all of the information that we have right here, we're going to notice something quite familiar for us, which is this user agent string. It appears to be our user agent, or us. Now, if we remember, in the HTTP headers, there is a user agent header that has this information for us. So could it be that perhaps the user agent header is getting reflected on this page? I mean, we can give it a try. Let's see what happens once we reload this page while intercept is turned on. So let's go to our burp suite, turn on the intercept, and let's reload this page. So straight away we get this HTTP request, and this is the same request for this page since we tried to reload it. Now let's compare this information right here, which is the user agent string, with the user agent string that we got in our HTTP headers. So here it is. As we can see, it's pretty much the same thing. So even though we don't have a user input field on our web page, could we possibly try to inject HTML code in the user agent field? Well, let's give it a try. If I delete the current user agent and I type h1 tags and then test, and then I close h1 tags, and let's also, for the purposes of this tutorial, add the underline tags just so we can see whether it will also underline it. So if we open the tags, we must also close them. And once we inject this, hopefully, if it gets reflected on this page, we're going to see test written in header size 1 and also underlined. Let's give it a try. Let's forward this packet and turn off the intercept. Go back to the page, and here it is. We get test reflected as an HTML code. How cool is that? We didn't use any user input field on the page, but we still managed to inject HTML code through HTTP headers. Awesome. This is just another example of HTML injection, and in the next video, we're going to take a look at even more interesting example and more useful example of HTML injection. See you in the next video.